This is the Crimea Bridge. This bridge, before it was blown over, now it's blown over, caught on fire, and become rubbles. Basically, there was a truck. You see the truck on the right? Yeah. The no, the truck on the left. The truck on the left or right from your side is carried an explosive. Somehow it exploded right when the train that passed on top of that truck on the left carried some oil or gasoline. So when the truck exploded into pieces, part of the explosion hit the train. Big fires, it's blown up the train railways and also this side of the Crimea bridge. So now the bridge come into rubbles. Basically, this war soon is gonna be over because Russian or Putin people, because not all Russians are bad. Putin people are attacking Ukraine without a proper weapon. All the weapon is from 1960s or 1970s, while Ukraine is well supplied by the West or the United States with state-of-the-art of the 1990s weapon or 2000s weapon, not the most modern weapon yet. So anyway, there's no way that Russian government will win or the military will win. So they keep on receding and pull back. And finally they're all gonna be pushed over after Ukraine taking the Mykolaiv region and cut off the Kherson and Crimea. With this bridge cut off, there's no more supplies. The north of Ukraine is taken back by Ukraine. That means no more supplies. So the 300 originally soldiers or troops in Kharkiv, now it's going to be, after most of them died, it'll be 200 left now, 200,000, and soon they're all going to be surrendered. So what's the deal with the Putin for saving his face, saving his grace, is by pull back everything, collect all the remain of the soldiers, collect all the remains of the weapon, because now they don't have any weapon. They even ask weapon from North Korea. So basically, Russian military is devastated with no weapon, no military man. So what more do they have? So whatever they have left, the rest of the military man and weapon and armory vehicle and all the missiles, save it, take it back. That's a saving face of Putin, so he doesn't have to be humiliated. And then secondly, he can blame his general for not doing their job, for doing a sloppy war, for not strategize it right. Just make up a story that the general or the one that should be blamed, not Putin. That's what dictator does. They blame others for their miscalculation. So this is the off-ramp that people talk about but never advise. Now I'm advising Putin to pull back everything, save whatever you have left, and modernize your military to be state-of-the-art of military again, to be more spectacular, like in the olden days, like what they said they do. But obviously, it proved that the military might is just a paper power. It's not military might. It's just on paper, on propaganda. So there you go. So then after they pull back, Putin can always pay back Ukraine. Let's say, okay, I'll give you share 50% of the $1 billion every day oil revenue. So then Putin will get half billion, Ukraine get half billion until Ukraine back to normal, rebuild its apartment, rebuild its road, rebuild everything like what it was. And I am sure the whole world will give him a chance to restart and be normal again after that. So anyway, that's the only off-ramp. That's the only solution to Russian war. And that way, Putin will impress everybody that it's not Putin's fault, it's the general fault. So then he can punish the general that killing a lot of people in Syria, General Shoigu. Blame him, put him in a death row, so that way, he'll be punished for killing a lot of Syrian people. And he'll be all right, and Russian will rebuild again in whatever they have, so they're not gonna be like in disaster anymore. It's got to save, and Russian people will love him. They will come back from foreign countries that they flee before, and tell them that no need to have a war. We need economic rebuilding. We need to be the richer country in the world instead of warmongering. What's the point? All right, so that's what Putin can do instead of finding off-ramp, this and that. All the world leader is confused how to give him an off-ramp. So this is the advice that is straightforward, and hopefully Putin will take this advice.